Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, shake it out. Shake it out. Literally, the only comment that we got on our Spotify was the best Sam is a Sam who's in a good mood.
Oh, well.
Is it a good mood, Sam?
Fine. Here it comes.
Switch it up, buddy.
Love everything.
Get your fucking shit together.
I'm not like, it's not terrible, but meh. Meh.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Nothing is bad. Everything is fine.
Yeah. And I don't like that pressure to change my mood to what suits the listener. Stranger.
It's not a stranger. It was Robbie.
Which Robbie?
Robbie, my best friend Robbie.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie McGuffey, who has sponsored.
Oh yeah.
Sponsored.
Yeah. Sorry, Robbie. I'll perk up, dude. My bad.
I feel like if you should perk up for
Robbie, listen.
He's actually invested.
Listen. My mood is my business, but also your business.
Your business.
Business is good.
Yeah.
My mood is good.
He made it his business.
You did. Yeah. You did. I shouldn't drink soda waters while
I wish you wouldn't.
Or podcast. We got a story today.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited. I'm excited.
A story.
Okay, so remember what Zach said.
I do. I was ready.
Okay. All right.
Okay. This is a story about lightning, a house, a woman, and a very unique legal strategy.
Oh.
That was a good summarization.
That was
summarization.
Yeah, you came off the top with that. You didn't write
No,
that
I was
down.
thinking about it before. That's why I was doing the reading thing. Yeah, I thought about it before. I'm really trying.
I was trying to give you credit for just coming
That's what's throwing you off.
Yeah,
is you're like, what is Sam doing?
Yeah,
this is me trying.
Yeah, it's wild.
You've never seen it.
It's a level of dedication.
You've never seen it. I'm gonna scoot closer.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna start off the incident.
Dun dun dun.
On August, it's on, not on. Golly,
jeez,
that's not how I should start.
He has a degree.
On August, two of them.
Jesus.
On August 17th, 1960, as Betty Penrose watched the storm unfold, a lightning bolt struck her roof, igniting a fire that would ravage her home. This catastrophic event would leave her homeless and financially burdened. Which is a funny thing to say along with homeless. Next time I see somebody, I'll be like, that person is homeless and financially burdened.
Yeah, both. What if you weren't? Like you weren't financially burdened, but you would just...
I don't have a house, but financially...
I'm doing...
Yeah, I'm doing good. I know, but you know what's funny is I was debt-free.
Yeah, I bet.
Forever, because nobody would...
Give you any credit.
Give me any credit. Yeah, it's funny, when I met Brittany, she had like student loan stuff.
Yeah.
I was totally debt-free.
Yeah.
Now I have some debt. That's what happens.
Prompting. Lightning. Okay.
Yeah.
Lightning struck
her home.
Lightning struck the house.
Catches on fire.
Burns it down.
Mm-hmm.
And now she didn't have any home insurance.
No, she did.
Oh.
She did. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Anyway, it left her and financially burdened, prompting a quest for justice. But the question loomed large. What could she have done to prevent such destruction? After all, lightning is often termed an act of God, a legal term that implies a natural event beyond human control.
Correct.
So insurance is like,
Really? I thought that's
God did that.
Right. I feel like that's exactly when insurance should.
It depends on if you have provisions or not. It's that term. It's illegal. It really is a legal term. Like that's an act of God. So.
Right. I thought acts of God were like covered.
I think if anything, they're uncovered because I think that they can say like a hurricane or a flood or like those folks in Florida right now, like a lot of them have hurricane insurance. Some of them don't, flood insurance. But I think if like a meteor hits your house, I don't think insurance covers that or something. I don't know all the way. If you're an insurance agent, hit us in the comments and tell us how we're wrong.
We need a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. Here it goes. Typically, such events absolve insurance companies from liability, leaving victims like Betty to grapple with their losses alone.
Damn.
So, yeah. So despite the overwhelming odds against her, Betty Penrose's quest for justice took a remarkable turn after 9 long years. Okay, 9 years go by.
Okay.
Enter Russell H. Tansey, an Arizona lawyer and Betty's employer.
Okie dokie, Russell, what's up?
Yeah, he comes in there and he's like, I know I'm your boss, but...
I know I'm your... Could you give him a Southern accent?
I just want to know how long they've been working together.
Before he decides to help her.
Yeah. Like he's been her boss.
9 long years.
she's living in a tough shed behind the factory.
Which is also his.
Yeah, which is also his. And after 9 years, he goes, you know what?
He's like, what the hell happened?
He's like, oh yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Right. What the
hell? Maybe I could help her out.
Russell.
Tansey was not just familiar with the legal system. He understood the implication of acts of God clauses in insurance policies. Okay. This is a acts of God expert.
Okay. Damn.
Maybe.
We can use Russell right now.
Anyway, the spark for the unusual legal confrontation was a case unfolding in California involving folk singer Lou Gottlieb, who I didn't look up.
Oh.
Old Lou.
Oh, okay. I love folk music.
The times they are changing.
Is that him?
No, that's what's his name?
I don't know.
Bob Dylan, who also was a folk singer.
You know who loves Bob Dylan?
Who?
Robbie McCluskey.
Oh, that checks out. Good job, Robbie. He's loving this podcast. Gottlieb had attempted to deed. Okay, this is you got to really pay attention.
Okay, I am. Okay. I'm focused.
Get your fucking skinny brain in order.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that because otherwise I was off somewhere.
Don't think about a joke for a second, okay? Gottlieb had attempted to deed his commune, Morningstar Ranch, to God.
Oh.
In a bid to avoid legal repercussions for various health and safety violations.
Okay.
So they were after him for health and safety stuff like OSHA and shit. And he's like, well, I just gave my property to God.
Okay,
God owns this.
Hold on. What kind of company does he have?
He's just a famous folk singer with money.
It's the famous folk. Okay, this is the famous folk singer.
And he tried to deed his property to God, but this is separate, and this is happening in California. Okay. That's where it gets wild. Pay attention.
Okay.
The California courts ruled that God, as a non-physical entity, could not own property.
Okay.
Setting a precedent that Tansey believed could work in his favor.
Okay.
So basically, the courts have said that you cannot deed property to God.
Right.
Because he is a not physical entity.
Right.
Okay. Or if this is the thing. I'm not talking about religion here. We could talk about I'm agnostic. You're atheist. So I don't know what's going on. Chess is somehow secure.
I never even said that I was atheist.
Oh, you just said God doesn't exist.
Well, you can't give him a deed. He can't sign paperwork.
Okay, my bad. Are you agnostic? We never really talked about it.
Yeah, I would think that I'm more agnostic.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, agnostic. Let's go. Agnostic's the coolest. Yeah, I get tired of people who know stuff all the time. Anyway, the California courts ruled that God is an also. I already did that part. Setting a precedent that Tansey. So he hears about this. They were like, no, you can't give property to God. Right. That's a non-physical entity. Okay. And old Tansey, smart ass little Tansey,
was like
heard that, right? Okay, this is if God could not own property, how could he be held accountable for the lightning strike that destroyed Betty's home? You see what they're doing here?
They're the old.
I love this story so much. I love this story so much. Yet Tansey postulated that if God could be granted ownership of Morningstar Ranch, he could not also be held lied. This is hard.
It's okay.
Tansey postulated that if God could not be granted ownership of Morningstar Ranch, he could also be held liable for the damages Betty incurred. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? So basically, the court has made a judgment on God.
Yeah.
In this other case.
Saying that God
can't own this property.
Own property, therefore God can also not make lightning strike.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. Like, because when the courts define, like, they are defining God.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tansy. Okay. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's a lot. Okay. Now, okay. This is the best part. Tansy filed a lawsuit on Betty's behalf, officially naming God as the defendant.
Ooh.
They're suing God.
How can you sue God, though, if God...
Because the court has said something about God.
Right.
They've said that you can't deed that to God. He's a non-physical entity. They have said that God is an entity.
Oh, okay. So you can sue entity?
You can. You can sue an entity. And old Tansy's going for it.
Okay, I love
Tansy and this poor lady who lives in a fucking barn behind his factory or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why he's a lawyer and he owns a factory. This is a man of many talents. I'm making up all that. But yeah, old Betty Penrose.
You know Penrose?
Penrose.
Penrose is the name of
somebody on Big Brother?
No, my favorite sausages.
Oh,
which was the factory. He owned the Penrose factory.
He wouldn't name the factory after her. He doesn't really care about her. I don't think.
That could have been a nice gesture.
I think this guy just has it out for God. He's like, let's go, man.
Okay, so we're suing God.
We're suing God. In the suit, he asserted plaintiff is informed and believes that defendant God, at all times mentioned herein, is responsible for the maintenance and operation of the universe, including the weather in and upon the state of Arizona.
Okay. I think that's a great argument.
It's rad.
That's fantastic.
They're suing God.
Yeah, for his bullshit.
Yeah, this is the whole reason I was like, this story, I was waiting for that moment where I get to say that
we're suing God.
Jess, you're suing God.
Wait, then that means, okay, go on. Okay.
No, what?
You can sue for like other things.
Yeah, if this became precedent.
Right.
But
I mean, I'm going to sue for...
I'll be honest, this is a shaky case.
You don't think it has legs?
I'm not a big legal scholar, but I have read the rest of this article. And as somebody who has read the rest of this article, it's
shaky.
It's shaky.
Okay.
But they have made it this far. Okay. And it goes farther than you might think.
Well, tell me more.
The suit sought $75,000 in general damages and $25,000 in punitive damages. Houses were so much cheaper back in the day. They're looking for 100 G's.
Shit.
Yeah.
If I'm going after God,
yeah,
I'm at least asking for $1 million.
I don't know, because I get the punitive damages thing, because you can say that like
9 years.
God has to do some thunderstorms. You know what I mean? Like
9 years. Though.
See, that would be the thing. Like, see, that's what I like to think about is if this did move forward, like how they would like come up with damages. They'd be like, okay, yes, God did destroy your house and you have legal standing to
you do have that. That makes
sue
sense.
God.
You're gonna sue God.
And then God's like, listen, I gotta do some bad shit.
I gotta do me.
Yeah, to keep people in check. Like little cancer here, little lightning here.
Little flood here.
Try to get Sam's Facebook account suspended here.
Couple hurricanes here.
Hurricane. I ate Mad Dog. That recipe for Mad Dog.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy. Yeah, all of that. And then they're like, well,
I gotta do it.
And then they're like, well, she would be like, why my house? Wow, my house.
What about me?
And then God would be like, why not your house?
Sorry,
Betty,
lady.
Have you not sinned before my father?
Yeah. Do you think that his dad would be there too?
It's not Jesus, it's God.
I know. I'm saying, wait, which
God's
one is which?
dad?
Does he have a grandfather?
No, there's no super God.
Wait,
you fucking heathen.
I don't don't. Listen, I never read that book. I don't know.
I read the Bible when I was in jail.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people.
I was in administrative segregation.
Yeah.
Because I tried to fight a guard while I was naked. I told you that story.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't try to fight guards while you're naked. Mm-mm. Don't even try to fight them when you have clothes on.
But especially when you're naked. Mm-hmm.
That was weird.
Sexy.
Yeah, our wieners could have touched.
Yeah.
Pretty gay. All right.
Anyway.
The suit has an amount that adjusted for inflation would surpass. So that's like $854,000 today, which is pretty much how much like a house costs today. Is almost like I think that I don't know what the mid-range price for houses are in America, but like it's a lot. It's like 700 or 800,000. Don't fucking laugh at me when I'm trying to be smart. God damn it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a nice ass house.
Yeah.
That's a nice house.
What?
$800,000 house?
A lot of houses cost that much. How much is this house worth? Do you even know?
It's like $300-400 maybe.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
I bet it's worth more than that.
No, it's not.
Really?
Yeah, look around. Look around. Come on. Come
on. Got a bunch of shit everywhere.
There's so much stuff.
No, podcast. Your house is not that dirty, by the way. You're fucking tripping.
You've got to stop saying that because everyone can't see my house. And when you say it's not that dirty,
it's not.
They envision.
Okay, listen.
No. They envision like a dirty house.
No. Listen.
It looks like this.
Let me explain myself more. When I say that, I mean that it is not dirty. It's a little bit dirty, but it's not that dirty. Listen, if you walked in, I guarantee you walk into 10 houses, right?
Mine would be
10 random houses. No, yours would be below middle. You would
7.
This isn't even average.
7 or 8.
You are cleaner. What I'm saying is that I think your house is cleaner than the average house.
Oh, it is not.
Yes, it fucking is. I go in houses. Listen, I got friends of mine.
I go in houses all the time. People invite me in houses all the time.
No, I have friends of mine that are like cable guys.
Yeah.
And they go into houses all the time.
And they tell you.
Yeah.
And they've told you.
And they're like my house. Have you been in my house?
No.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, you've never invited me in your house.
That's such bullshit. You're so full of fucking shit. There is the cable guy comes in and I'm like, I'm sorry about the mess. He's like, this is nothing. He's like, and they sound like fucking war vets. They're like, yeah. I had to climb over
dog shit.
Iwo Jima poop mountain.
Right. Little toddlers and
yeah. Like it was 10 toddlers taped together. Make a super toddler.
They were trying to sign the form.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm fired up about this. I hope it works out.
Suing God.
All right. Anyway, filed a mere week after Gottlieb's attempt to transfer his ranch. Tansi's lawsuit was both timely and audacious.
Yeah.
The strategy, now this is where it gets really complicated again. I don't all the way understand this. The strategy was clever. By filing quickly, Tansi could capitalize on the legal ambiguity surrounding God's potential ownership of property and thus his liability for damages. The other case had not made a ruling on the other case, but the paperwork was filed.
Right.
So God is existing.
And they're waiting to serve God.
They're waiting, and I think it goes up to, I don't know. We'll keep going. This is, oh my God, I forgot about this.
You keep saying that. Come on.
Okay. As the case garnered media attention, an unexpected twist emerged from Kenya.
Oh, from Kenya.
Yeah, they should make a movie out of this.
Oh gosh, was it God?
Yeah. Joseph, I'm not saying this right. Joseph Najua, a resident of Nairobi, felt compelled to defend God against Betty's lawsuit.
That's right. Somebody has to. Fucking somebody needs to.
I don't know though.
Think about that. God.
Like if I was God, I'd be like, dude, I don't need your help, bro. I'm God.
It's a little.
Listen, I'd be like, I appreciate it. Like, I'd be like, you should just pray. You don't have to represent me in court.
You have a little brown stuff on your nose.
Yeah, buddy. Seriously. Yeah, stop
sucking up to Jesus.
Yeah. Stop being God dick rider.
Yeah.
Anyway, in a letter addressed to the U.S. Attorney General, this is going all the way to the top.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
I bet.
Obviously, we're talking about God.
I bet there's like Supreme Court justices that had such a laugh about this. They're like, these people
are idiots.
Yeah, they're the real gods. In a letter addressed to the U.S. Attorney General, Najua expressed his desire to represent the divine, stating, "There is no state constitution law covering God's behavior."
Yeah.
Which is true, because
he can do what he wants.
Yeah. All right. However, despite his zeal, Najua never made it to the United States to appear in court. He stayed in Kenya.
Oh, so that's something terrible happened.
Exit Najua. No. That would be so messed up.
Because of an act of God.
He probably did die.
No, I was thinking maybe like
but
his flight.
After this, long time
his
after
plane
this.
crashed or something.
That would be so wild.
When he came to like represent
God's
God.
like, I told you I don't need any help.
I got it.
When the day of reckoning arrived, Tansy and Penrose sat in the courtroom, waiting for their unusual defendant. As time passed, it became evident that God was a no-show. God's going to get a warrant.
Yeah, first of all, he's getting a warrant, or it could just be automatic. She wins.
Yeah. Did you just... oh, my God.
Did I just
you
hear
are
it?
paying attention.
Did I just... Yeah, because he didn't show up.
Look. Tansy's strategy hinged on a key legal principle. If a defendant fails to appear, the plaintiff automatically wins by default. That's right.
You know how I know that? Because I had to fight for custody one time.
Yeah. And he didn't show up.
He didn't show up.
Oh, nice.
We win.
Yeah. USA.
Yeah.
USA.
No, that's great for me.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Jess.
JES.
Yeah, JES. That's way better than just trying to say your name at 3 syllables. Yeah.
Jess. What is it? Yeah.
I'm an idiot. With God's absence, Betty Penrose was granted a default judgment in her favor. Though this victory could be celebrated in a courtroom, it came with an unsettling truth. God, as a non-corporeal entity, was not obligated to pay damages. Betty had technically won her case.
Holy shit,
but the victory felt hollow. As Tansy would later reflect, it was an empty victory. We couldn't collect any damages.
Can we just show everyone that you highlighted every single line?
No, not this one, but I read that part anyway. It's a good article. I don't know why I wouldn't read part of it. They did a good job.
You highlighted
By the way, my source, this is the Sydney Morning Herald, May 15th, 1969. That's what this is.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is from. Anyway.
So she lost.
No, she won, but
she won.
They couldn't collect any. You can't collect damages from God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's fun though. I bet they had fun.
I bet they had a great playing.
I bet they went back to the factory and he got in his BMW and she went back in her tough shed.
Yeah.
And well,
that was
see you at work tomorrow, boss.
Good try.
Yeah.
You know.
Woo, we're crazy. We do the craziest stuff. I bet that's what they were like.
I'm sure they came up with. It sounds like he had a lot of like harebrained schemes.
You think they had a secret handshake that they did before they went into court?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I was
thinking, NFL players
when you
after
said
touchdowns.
that he was trying to give his land to the Lord, I thought he was like going to start a cult.
That's what I thought too. The Morningstar Ranch or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get all that. I'll be honest with you. Like, I love that we have a true crime podcast, but I'm not going to spend like that much time looking into all this little shit. So
no, I don't know anything about that.
I think it's important that people do their own research.
No, I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything
ranch
about it
that you're talking about. It just sounded like it would be a good idea because then he could put Helen or whatever, and he could put her on the fucking ranch.
No, see, these are not connected to each other.
Oh.
That is a ranch in California owned by a folk singer. But that's the thing, because God was in that lawsuit or whatever, and they timed it right.
Yeah,
they were able to make this work.
Got it.
So,
would have been better if they made a cult.
So this is what happens now. This is going to be the womp womp.
Oh shit. Okay.
Get ready for this. The bizarre implications of the case rippled through the legal community.
Oh.
Just over a year later, here you go. Lou Gottlieb's attempt to deed Morningstar Ranch to God was invalidated. Yeah, reaffirming the court stance that only natural or artificial persons could own property. So, I think an artificial person is like a corporation or something like that,
or a dog.
Yeah, artificial person. Yeah. Consequently, because they said that, they're like, God can't own property, so they went back on the whatever. Consequently, Tansi's foundational argument for suing God collapsed. The court declared that God could not be sued for damages because he did not own the land.
Yeah,
which is also wild.
Well, I thought,
like, for a court to say that God doesn't own the land, but also the whole thing is wackadoo.
Owns the land.
Yeah, really. It's all wackadoo. The ramifications of this ruling effectively nullified Betty's default victory. The case that had once promised a curious twist in legal history ended with the same emptiness that marked Betty's post-judgment life. Ooh, man. While she had briefly garnered attention as one of the few people to win a lawsuit against God. Wait a second, I don't remember that part.
She won.
No. While she briefly garnered attention as one of the few people to win a lawsuit against God.
Oh, that's because you didn't do very much research. Nah, like, I know we have a true podcast.
I was like, this is good, and I just got my highlighter. I could just
one
circle
of the few
stuff.
people you should have.
Yeah, but that's crazy that there's other people that have won judgments against God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, exactly. You're like, wow, maybe I should research. I wonder if I did a little, how fun that would have been.
The lack of financial reward left her battle feeling largely symbolic. Aww. No shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking symbolic.
That sucks.
I can't believe the idea, but I guess going after, I guess you could eventually get the insurance company to pay.
Probably like, what other, if somebody came to you with a fucking idea and be like, hey, you live in a shed. I have this idea. I have this idea. And she would be like, all right, well, fuck it. Let's go.
I think most anybody living in a shed is down to sue God.
Right. Like, fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah.
We'll sue him. We'll sue the shit out of him.
Yeah. Anyway, legacy of the case. Despite the eventual dismissal of the claim, Betty Penrose's case has continued to resonate as an intriguing footnote in legal history. It raises questions about the intersection of faith, law, and the often absurd lengths to which individuals will go in pursuit of justice. I like this because when you get hurt and like when there's something bad that has happened, there is no drive like the drive to try to get back on your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nothing feels better than going like. Doing great doesn't feel as good to me as getting back to normal when things suck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when I have bad stuff happen in my life, that like that's the move. Is like, what do I do to get back
to my baseline?
To like baseline, you know? So, Tansi's creative approach, fueled by a genuine desire to help his client, transformed a tragic incident into a noteworthy legal endeavor that captured public imagination. This is really sweet. Betty Penrose may have lost the material fight, but her story serves as a reminder of the complexities of accountability in a world governed by natural laws, and perhaps more importantly, the limitations of our legal system when faced with the whims of the universe.
Oh. Poor lady.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. But there was a moment there where it was like...
That's really exciting.
Yeah, the highest heights.
Especially when I can imagine just sitting there waiting for God to show up to court.
Yeah.
Yeah,
checking your watch and stuff. He's not coming, guys.
Yeah, right. Let's give him another 10. Let's give him another 10.
I like that a lot. I'm watching stuff blowing around in your front yard. It's weirding me out.
It's my spooky.
Your house is so spooky. And you tried to spook me out when I came in with your big scarecrow thing, and it didn't work.
It didn't intentionally do it. I'm doing it. It's because it's raining, so I had to bring her inside.
Oh yeah.
That story reminded me of my childhood. because we used to live in the woods in a trailer, and we would have like really bad like thunder and lightning storms.
Yeah.
And we would have to run into the yard and go get into the cars.
Oh yeah, because the trailers will conduct electricity.
Yeah, because we were constantly being electrocuted.
That's wild.
Or we would take the tires from the cars and then prop them up on different sides of the house.
Oh yeah, so
different sides of the trailer.
Yeah, you could put like a chair or something on the tire. Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, I get that. I know that life. Helen.
That her name is Betty. Who are you talking to, Helen?
I don't know. I thought her name was Helen.
No,
I know that life, Betty.
Betty Primrose.
I don't. I wasn't paying attention to a lot of it.
You did really good.
Thank you.
You are.
I tried to implement what Zach said.
What?
Zach gave us advice.
Oh yeah. To do a summation up front.
Right, and like he was like, let the other person say stuff.
Yeah, dude, we're figuring it out.
Yeah,
it's so much better than when we just talked about nothing.
Well, I don't know.
I know, I miss it. We can still do that right now. Which is nice. Yeah. Just got back from my tour.
Yeah.
I went to Crescent City, Santa Cruz, and finished up in Reno last night, or the night before last. Drove back 11 hours yesterday.
Love it.
Wasn't too bad. It was, you know what's crazy is that 17-hour drive from Vegas, honestly, like that one was bad.
Yeah. 17 hours.
Yeah. And it feels like 8 still, like anything over 8 is like a big drive.
That's not that bad.
Yeah. But
and 8-hour drives is 2 4-hour drives.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it sometimes too. And then I'm leaving again on Thursday. So we're recording this on Tuesday. So tomorrow, like Thursday morning, I'm going to Montana, but then I have like a couple weeks off. So I kind of had like an easy couple weeks, and then I have this couple weeks, and then I have an easy couple weeks, and it's whatever. I'm doing the vaudeville show in Olympia next weekend.
Vaudeville.
Yeah, I am. But yeah, it's hard. And then also I wanted to talk about it. So I had an issue. So like lately, I think I said in the last podcast, in the last like couple weeks, like my Facebook and my Instagram started blowing up again, which is rad, gaining a lot of new followers. I posted a crowd work video of me talking about talking about meth and how I used to do meth, and how one time I traded my pickle, which is a device you use to smoke methamphetamine. I traded my pickle for meth, and I made a joke because I was doing crowd work with this guy. There was like a heckler. He was nice, but he was talking a little bit, and I said in the video, I was like, "Do you ever trade the thing you do drugs with for more drugs?" Mm-hmm. I said that in that video, just talking about how I used to do that.
Right.
Not an offer, and anybody who saw that would understand the context. But the thing is nobody saw it. An AI, like artificial intelligence moderator, saw it, and Facebook said that I was engaged in trying to sell, trade, or promote drug use. And they took down that video. They made it so my page is not recommendable, and I think in like 30 days it goes back. But it was like such a gut punch out of nowhere, and just really uniquely frustrating too, because of the nature of like me and my online presence, and how much I am doing the opposite of promoting substance use. And also I am legit worried that my page could get suspended or deleted. See, that's the thing, is they weren't just saying that they were talking about suspending it. They said your page could get suspended or deleted, because as Facebook is concerned, that if I was like selling drugs on my Facebook page, like they're really worried about that. Like they don't want people selling drugs on Facebook pages. However, here we are. So, yeah, but on the plus side, and I like to talk about this, I am almost at 50,000 on Instagram. My Instagram seems fine. I took that video off my Instagram just in case.
Yeah. That stinks.
Yeah, it stinks, but also like I'll be honest, like when it happened, so I had to do a show in Crescent City like right after it happened, and it was so hard. But luckily, I have like there's like these 8 or 9 jokes I can do in a row that I don't really have to think about, and I did have some fun. Had another heckler, and I roasted the shit out of this guy. Like that's like the only part of my set I enjoyed, and then the guy got kicked out.
Nice.
And I did that thing where I was like, listen, I go, I do shows all over the place, man. I've seen all kinds of stuff. 3 or 4 shows a week for 10 years. And I want everybody here to know that like, I care about every single show. But I'm like, I don't care about you. Except for you. You can go, dude. Yeah. Like it's messed up. And then it was like, woo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, and then oh my god. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm all fucked up over the Facebook shit. Like, and then I had to drive like I don't know, like Crescent City all the way to Santa Cruz, which is a long pull on 101. It's a beautiful drive, but long pull, 7 hours or whatever, and just trying to figure out a way to not obsess over the thing that's bothering me. And really struggling. Like I was really struggling. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was probably some of the worst times I've had in the last like 4 or 5 months. Like I think there was I can't remember what else pissed me off before this, but this was the thing that was like it was really bothering me. And then I got to Santa Cruz, and I'm friends with this lady. Her name's Hogan, and she's a musician and currently is one of Mavis Staples' backup singers. And she goes on tour, like she's a professional musician. And she sent me a message, and we were talking on Instagram. And then I was driving in Santa Cruz to the venue, and I had been listening to Mavis Staples, and I started feeling a little bit better. And you know who else I talked to? Davey fucking Wester.
Yeah. Davey
Wester. If you're not familiar with Davey Wester, he is one of the most underrated comedians out right now. Crazy funny. He's working on his social media. He's trying to get it figured out, but he's like passed at the Comedy Store and like all this shit. Like it's like he's so funny. And I talked to him. That made me feel better. So I'm like, I'm already doing a little bit better. And then I was pulling up to the theater, and I listened to this Mavis song, this song "You Are Not Alone," and you should listen to it too. Nope. It's not that. There's this other song called "You Are Not Alone." It's so much better than that song.
Oh, better than Michael Jackson?
Yes. And oh my God, I fell apart, and I'm falling apart a little bit right now just thinking about it. Because like I said earlier, like nothing feels better than when you kind of like go back to being okay.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of how I am right now. Like I woke up this morning, I didn't want to lie. I was like, I don't want to go to DuPont right now. I don't want to like I have like stuff I got to do at the house. I got to go work out, which I'm not into. But as I've sat here, I've started to enjoy this even more and more. And I love being around my friend Jess. So
yeah.
You
always start
dorks.
in a grumpy mood.
Yeah, we're dorks. But yeah, and that's the thing. Is so like I got like 30 days, and then I guess it might go back. But I don't think it'll go back to where I know that's what I think too. And even if I lost my page, I'd still be okay now because that Instagram is strong enough. And also my email list is getting better and better. So.
I mean, Facebook is great, but like nobody looks at Facebook.
I know. Well, you know, I would actually say, you know, what's funny about Facebook is it, as much as people, yes, that's true, but for a fan base and stuff like that and getting people to shows.
But I was thinking bookers.
Yeah, bookers and shit. They don't look at that.
I'm looking at a Facebook
page.
Yeah,
but either way, it's going to be fine. Yeah. Anyway, that's my shit.
Yeah.
What's up with you?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Being a real turd. I'm like, okay, Jess, you're done watching me cry. Now what the fuck is going on with you?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Your turn.
I had a great weekend because I got to host for Jay Moore at TCC. And
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When he comes out on stage, does he come out to Rebel Yell?
No.
That would be sweet. Think about that. One more. With the Rebel Yell.
Gotcha. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it would be pretty sweet.
Good. Oh.
I'm going to change my last name to Moore.
He's awesome.
I'm going to change my first name to Jay.
Do it.
I'm also going to start wearing his skin.
fine. He has good skin.
Oh my God.
Great skin.
Really?
I would love to wear it.
Ugh. Yuck.
You said it.
I know.
Yeah, no, he was awesome. He was really nice. And like he walked in and I was in my notebook and like the first thing that he said to me was, that's a lot of structure, Jess.
I love old school headliners that just like they know how to like completely disarm you.
Yeah.
Because you don't want, I'm learning this now that I'm headlining, but you don't want to go into a spot and have like a host and you know the host is nervous. They want to impress the crowd and you.
Right.
And to start being like too nice, you have to let them know like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful. I love that shit.
Yeah. It was good. He was really friendly and it was the shows were awesome. It was 4 shows and like he got a standing ovation.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he's got chops too. Like he's a good comic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Super funny.
Yeah. He was so funny.
Yeah, I imagine so. That was my experience with Ben Bailey is like I had watched Cash Cab and I didn't know what to expect, but then watching him on stage, I'm like, dude, this dude's a fucking like and he was like, yeah, he's like, I was doing stand up for 15 years.
Yeah. Like
and then I got Cash Cab.
Right.
And then Cash Cab ended and he's like, I wanted to do stand up again and he's like, that's what I do.
Yeah, Jay Moore's been doing stand up for as long as I've
and he
alive.
stopped and did that HBO show.
Yeah,
was
he's done.
Was he on Arliss? I think that's what it was, something like that.
And I have no idea.
I don't remember either.
SNL and
he did a bunch of stuff.
Jerry Maguire and
maybe that's what I'm thinking of because Jerry Maguire is also about a sports agent. Arliss was a sports
he
agent.
is a big sports guy. Like
yeah.
Like him and Adam Tiller were just talking sports.
Oh
like,
my God!
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Adam.
But it was surreal. Like it was crazy. Like just sitting there listening to him like tell stories about like Norm Macdonald and like
that shit's awesome.
Writing for SNL and like and just being in that room and he's he watches Big Brother.
Whoa.
Boom, baby. Immediate best friends.
God damn it. I gotta start watching that show. And then I'll be on SNL.
I'm saying.
I'll know Norm Macdonald.
Exactly.
I'll be Jess will host for me at TCC.
Exactly.
God
one day.
I know.
One day. You gotta start watching Big Brother.
Of all the mistakes I've made.
Isn't that funny though?
Not watching Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably my biggest.
I was like, in
the same episode where I talked about when I said something heinous earlier that I did. I can't remember.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I was really fucking nervous. Like, this was a big deal. But I was like, it's such a big deal. Like, it's not just for the headliner. It's for the club. Like I get nervous because I know that I'm performing for the audience, but I'm also performing for the club. Yeah. Like I'm performing for the manager. I'm performing for the wait staff. I'm performing for the bartender. Like
and you're gonna see those people again, and folks. But
and they're the ones who are going to book me again.
Yeah,
like they're the ones who are going to go back and say like, oh, Jess was this or Jess was that, or Jess was nice or she was rude or and so like I. That's what like makes me. I'm like, oh gosh, and so I want to do a good job. For everyone. You
get more and more used to it. You're already better at it than you used to be because you got to start realizing too that like your opportunities are not like they're gonna keep coming. Like that's what happens. You work at it, you get better at it. Yeah, like I think I told you last podcast that like I kind of see you and Lynette Manning are in like this phase that I remember. She's kind of at the end of it and is kind of moving into the next one. And you're kind of at the beginning of that phase when you really are getting used to what it feels like to being on stage. Like it really takes that long to get used to that, and it's really interesting to see.
Just trusting myself.
Yeah.
And being like because the first Friday show went great. The second Friday show was like less than great, but it was also like it went from being 200
late shows on Fridays are drunk a lot of times.
But then the Saturday shows, like I was just like, okay, this is just do what they paid you to do. They know who you are. They know just trust that the club knows what they're doing by
nothing,
hiring
and
me.
nothing feels better than that when you can just be up there in the moment and be like, I'm doing comedy for a buttload of people in a sold out comedy club. Like it fucking rules.
Yeah. And then
it rules when you're all the way there.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And he was there. He's sober. He talked about rehab. He talked about Big Brother. He talked about being sober. And like, I'm like, oh my God, we're totally twins. we're such the same person.
Yeah.
Moore.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, that was really fun.
Good seeing Adam too. I bet I like Adam.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. I love doing comedy with people that I know.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm the host.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to remember their name.
Oh yeah. You're like, who's up next? Oh yeah, Adam.
It's Adam. Tiller. It's fucking Adam Tiller. I already know Adam Tiller.
Him, by the way, I keep forgetting. I'm being kind of a fucking dick. Not like all the way a dick, but there's something that happened with me and Adam, and I gotta call him. Well, I have his number too. I'm gonna call him right after this.
I was like, are you gonna? I thought you were calling me right
now. No, that'd be funny though. Remember when I took that call from who was it? My mom or something live. Yeah. That was actually a really funny moment.
Oh yeah.
But
was she at the deer?
Yeah. Now more people will see it because now we're a true crime podcast and people like true crime podcasts.
They do.
Actually, it really wasn't a crime.
I don't know what the hell that was.
It wasn't. All right, let's do some jokes. What do you think? You ready to try to land this ship?
The old jokey trail.
Yeah, which I think is bullshit that I have to do this and jokes. I'm just kidding. You work so hard. Jokes.
Joke number 1. I like studying history. I tried studying the future, but I can't figure out what happened.
It's not very good, is it?
That's okay.
Okay.
You can't study the future.
See, this is how you know
Some
that
people
like
do study the future though.
The futurologist. You know what?
Futurologist.
There is this thing that happens with me where like after something like I go through something hard like this Facebook shit.
Yeah.
And I think you know that like I'm not like all the way stable in my like okayness right now.
Right.
And so it's really funny watching you.
I'm like, well, I know you're on eggshells, so I'm just like, no, this is fine. These are so good, buddy. These are really good.
Fine.
You did such a good job.
Okay, thank you. Because honestly, I think that one was like somewhere in the middle of the quality of all these. Yeah. I wrote them all in my driveway this morning before I left.
Okay. Joke number 2. Why is it always a hurricane? What about a hurricane?
I just don't think it's right because women
that's what you're saying.
Are treated poorly sometimes.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
Joke number 3.
I feel like I'm treating you poorly right now by having you read these stupid jokes. Yeah.
No, these are great. Joke number 3. I think saving your money is always a good idea because I knew a guy who saved all of his pee in bottles and he's not doing well financially at all.
Gotta save your money, not your pee.
Yeah.
I could have wrote that.
That's
better.
Smart.
There is something there.
Yeah.
That might have legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been writing a lot, by the way. That's the other thing that's been happening.
That's good.
Yeah. Not these other ones.
Right. Obviously. Or at least I hope.
I spent all weekend on these jokes. 4 days. Joke a day.
Yeah. Joke number 4. I think we should send human beings to Mars. I think we should leave them there too. It'll be cheaper if we don't have to bring them back. Also, they seem to really, really into it.
They do seem really, really into it.
People going to Mars.
Yeah, they're like, I want to go to Mars.
I'm like, to Mars. All right,
dude.
Have fun.
Yeah, good luck.
Fight the good fight.
Yeah, just send them in like a missile, like full speed, just like boom. We sent a guy to Mars.
Thing.
Yeah.
It exploded.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This was cool.
Yeah, it was fine.
You're cool.
Yeah. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I really am.
That was convincing.
I really am. No, it is. I want everybody to know that even when I'm not okay, I'm still kind of okay because I have a wonderful family and I have great friends and you're one of them. So good job.
You're not going to kill yourself, are you?
Like that army doctors. Jess went to an army doctor because she was depressed and anxious. And I guess the doctor walked in and was like, you're not going to kill yourself, are you?
He said, are you going to kill yourself or what? I wasn't, but now I'm thinking about it, sir.
Dude, I used to have this. ex-combat medic, nurse practitioner, doctor guy.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, you can see. That's why you can have like a nurse practitioner. I like nurse practitioners better than doctors because a lot of them know like they're better at shit.
My drug doctor is a
nurse practitioner. Yeah. My mom was a nurse practitioner, and he had like a crazy eye.
Yeah.
And it was like my first time seeing a doctor after I got sober, and I had been drinking like Coca-Cola and eating Cheetos for 7 years.
Love it.
And he came in, he's like, dude, you got to do something. You're going to die.
Oh, you got like Cheetos on your face.
Yeah. And
like,
it's weird because
what?
I actually tried back then to like start working out and like wasn't able to like get going. And now I'm going, which is stupid because that's where I'm going after this. And it pisses me off.
Oh, please.
It does.
You'll be fine.
I know. It'll make me feel better too.
Exactly.
Anyway, hey, thanks for listening to your favorite true crime podcast. True crime, true story. I don't know what it is. We're going to keep, by the way, this has been really fun. And let people know. Be like, hey, listen, tell them that there's like,
tell them.
The last 3 episodes have been a true crime podcast.
Ish.
Yeah. It's going to be funny if people do get into this and they're going to be like, wait. There's like 100 episodes where they don't talk about it. It's
like 83.
83 episodes.
That's fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
I was doing I'm like, we've spent like 3 days and 15 hours together doing the podcast.
That's crazy. You timed it all out.
Because like if we've done, it's like 86 episodes, and if we did like an hour each.
Well, I think we do like
a little less,
50 usually on average or something.
Okay. For fuck's sake.
Just be right. Just say it right and talk right.
If my coffee was hot, I would throw it in your face.
I'd go, no, because I love coffee. Anyway, hey, thanks for listening to Tarp Report. Bye.